This week's Bloonarius is pretty interesting. Here's why. It's because this is the first time we have double HP mobs, which if you didn't know, this applies to the boss as well. So that means what normally is a 40 million HP Elite Bloonarius is now 80 million. Well, to help out, they did give us a bit of extra starting cash, but there's some pretty rough restrictions. No Geraldo or Ben, no Dart Paragon, Boat Paragon, or NG. On top of that, 8 farms and 10 snipers. It's honestly not as hard as it seems because, well, Bloonarius is pretty simple and this is an easy map, so I'm gonna add an extra restriction in that there is no knowledge for this challenge. So that means, even with extra starting cash, I can't start with a farm. I guess I have to do a Dart Monkey. Like, think about it this way. We've had some harder bosses where the map was less than half the length of skates. So you think about it that way, then yeah, this is simply just as if the map skates was halved in length. The worst thing with no knowledge is that you don't have road spikes or management tank, so I'll see how many farmer upgrades I can get before needing another tower. I think next up for defense, I'll go for a sub. Sub Dart is pretty reliable. And then I want to build into NG because I need the NG for Balloon Trap, which is one of the most efficient income sources. Okay, I'm leaking to 21 here. I'm definitely going to need to buy a double gun for around 22. Running out of life buffer. Don't forget too that without knowledge, I can't regenerate lives with farms. It needs to be with other towers, but that's okay. At least it isn't Lich, right? So we'll start building into Balloon Trap now. For the leads, we'll just do Alchemist as cheapest thing. And then I can just turn that into like an Alpha buff, because I guess for tier 1, Tack Zone is probably still good. I mean, there's no reason not to go for the Tack Zone, especially when, like, the entrance of skates is literally a loop. No Adora. I'm planning on dropping Adora later, because right now 1k is too much of investments. She won't be really useful in the early game. We'll definitely get Adora later. The reason why I want Adora, there were only 6 tiers to choose from. Adora can help buff the True Sun God for the end game. Unfortunately, I can't go for the Vengeful, which is like double damage, but that's okay. How much money do we have going into round 40? Well, we'll find out exactly after this. So I'm definitely going to need at least 3 of these guys, alright? 22,000. Okay, I think I'll keep 2 farms. So now I have this, Jungle Drums, and 3k to work with. I'll definitely use that on Alpha buff and P training, and I love it in Embrittlement, but right, don't forget that we need to deal with the balloons that leak in the exit, so I guess fine, I'll sell 1 more farm. Also, I just realized that this is not going to work because the pinks are super duper fast. So yes, every tier is multiplied by 2. That's why we have 100k HP on this one, and you know what? I'll sell every farm. I think we need to. It kind of feels like we don't even need the Embrittlement. Yeah, just Alpha buff Tack Zone. Might be able to take down Bloonarius in time. And let me just see if 1 cursive is good enough too. I think it is, yeah. It's pretty correct. So yeah. I think after tier 1, you want to go for boat farming rather than going back to marketplaces, BRFs, since there's only 8 farms max and this is a water map. Also, am I getting $0 from the trap because, like, Bloonarius' spawns don't make money? I think that's probably the case. Also, camos. I'll keep this for now then. There's a big loop of balloons over here that I'm going to die to, right? Okay. One recursive honestly did better than I thought, lasting that long. Oh, okay, of course. So what happens here is even worse timing. When the next round starts and saves right when balloons are about to exit, so there's no way I can save this run. Well, we'll run it back. I think we're just gonna outbuff the recursive. We'll lose a little bit of money, not getting stuff a bit earlier, but this is fine. Small price to pay. I think they should do this time, right? Last skull. I'll just have it on strong, maybe, just to catch the ceramics. Back on first. And nuke this, please. Nice. Easy, quote-unquote, tier 1. So now, this. And then sell you. I don't have enough for a trade empire army yet. I don't want to sell everything, including the trap for the trade empire, so I think I'm gonna not get it yet. Actually, no, screw it. We can get that and keep the trap as well, right? Unfortunately, our army will be very small to start off. Yeah, I don't know if starting off with a 2 boat army is worth it, especially since they got nerfed. Remember, they decreased the extra money per merchant from $20 to $15. So now we're even in a rougher spot. I don't want to sell sub because I need it for 47. Actually, no, I forgot. The trade empires, they all have camo, so they can, like, kind of pop the camo pinks for us. So a reminder that normally Elite Tier 2 has 300k. This next one will have 600k HP. However, I think we still use the same kind of methods to beat Tier 2. So, like, the popular options are always Mad, Avatar Wrath. We'll do a bit of Micro here just to catch the Cerams. It didn't even... Okay, the Trapper wasn't even used. Alright. I guess the boats actually have pretty solid DPS. It's taken an awfully long time to get up 20 Merchantman. Round 54, which is about the time I usually start saving up for my towers. But alas, we got 20 Merchantmen, so I'd probably upgrade a few of them favorite trades, and then that's it, though. After this last round of income, this is all I'm gonna upgrade to favorite trades. Now we gotta start saving up. I guess it's not ranked boat. We don't have to really pop in immediately. I think since my farming isn't so hot, though, might employ a little advanced tactic that you'll see in a bit. Okay, so $50,000 out, and that's not enough for Mad. On a second thought, I'm thinking maybe don't go for Mad. Avatar Wrath might do better in terms of, like, beating the Bloonarius layer and the insides. Okay, I'm still short of Avatar Wrath, so I think I'm going to maybe beat 2 rounds of normal rounds, and then we'll afford Avatar Wrath by then. Okay, so here's the advanced topic I was thinking about. I have enough money right now to afford Avatar Wrath and co. So what I'm thinking is I should now just stall the normal round so that, you know, I can just beat Bloonarius on round 62. So that I have more rounds to make money, you know? So I think something like a Mob Shop would work. An 023 to stun, like, stall the F Moab, because right now nothing is damaging it. It's not infinite stall, but it is a long stall. So basically, you see this F Mob in the corner here? I'm just gonna have my Mob Shove locked in place so that, yeah, it takes as long as possible for round 62 to end. We have Avatar Wrath and Strong. A couple follow-ups on first in case, you know, we need to catch the rainbows that randomly spawn over here. I might need to switch to first if the BFB insides leak. Yeah, it's leaking, hang on. The round also ended, so we can spend money on stuff like, I guess, Overclock. The bad news is that there are no mobs to stall 63, so I guess we'll have to wait till 64. So, can we... Crap, hang on. Come on, there's 2 mobs here. Okay, we popped one of them. The problem is that this one is pretty far damaged, so we're not going to stall 64 that long. Also, don't forget that they nerfed, quote-unquote, the Mob Shove stalling ability by adding a missile attack. So now it does extra damage. Don't forget the Avatar Wrath kind of randomly hits the F-Mob as well, so yeah. We're not doing a super optimal stall, but it's good enough so that, like, if I didn't do it, we'd be on around 670 by now, which would be really bad for farming. I think the way things are going, we can probably beat Bloonarius before this F-Mob pops, and no. We missed 1 round of full income we could have gotten, that's fine. Tier 2 done. Very easy, because there's such a large loop on skates here. So now, I gotta finish off upgrading all these guys to flavored. And they are. So I think now, apparently, it's better to go for central markets with your 8. Actually, hang on. No. I think you want to go for a Monkeyopolis first, right? Like, after you build your 8-farm Monkeyopolis, you should go for central market spam to buff your boat army. But right now, you just want to get that Monkeyopolis out of the way, I would think. I'm gonna bank that our stalling for tier 2 might allow us to get all this before round 80. Round 80, I think it's a definite paragon. Tier 3 elite has, like, what, 4 million HP? What actually might have been a better idea is maybe, like, buy the 8 central markets and then sell 1 at a time to replace them with BRFs. Or alternatively, I could have just sacrificed 8 central markets into the Monkeyopolis. It would make it less efficient, but it would make me way more money in the short term. Either way, we've already committed, so yeah. This is later than I expected. Around 73 Monkeyopolis. Yikes. So this, sell, and yeah. Like, at this point, we don't really have enough time to build a bunch of central markets by round 80. But the thing is, again, since I'm going for a makeshift paragon, I guess what I could do is I could just buy the paragon later, like round 85. Since, again, I have the benefit of not being ranked mode. Before I die to 76, let me just quickly buy 1 recursive. And yes, not too late to buy a door, guys. I waited 75 rounds to get her. But don't worry, you get levels really quickly. All we need is level 20 by tier 5. I would estimate we're making about $60,000 per round. A little bit more than that. Looks like Boomer Paragon is about, like, yeah, round 85 or so. Also, I forgot to mention one thing. One underrated thing actually about having double HP moments, which is actually a benefit, is that you might end up having higher degree levels. Also, I didn't mean to actually buy an entire Energizer, by the way. As I was saying, that means we can get a higher degree of Paragon. Because we have, you know, double the amount of HP that Bloonarius has to beat. Before I actually go for a Boom Paragon, let me go for this. Because I want to actually accrue pops on, like, Ace Tower for the tier 5 here. So I guess we'll just pump a lot of damage into a Sky Shredder for now. Any extra pops we get from here is, you know, a nice head start. And we'll just slowly build up to affording a degree 1 Boomerang. See, look at the head start we got. 200k pops already in just 2 rounds. I mean, honestly, we could just let Bloonarius go through this entire loop, because I'm pretty sure Boom Paragon can still kill it along the last loop. Right? We got time here. We're just gonna go for the Sniper Farmers, which I probably should have gone a lot earlier if I was gonna commit to it, but it's never too late. Okay, now I think it's time, and let's just do it. Degree 1. The worst possible Paragon you can get on the lowest degree. Should be enough to still beat tier 3 here, hopefully. Okay, not gonna lie, this is pretty slow. Is there anything I can do to make it faster? I guess we could just go for Super Brutal now. Yeah, sure, why not? We got enough money at this point. I pretty much capped on my sniper farming now, so the last thing I can do is heli farming, but honestly, I don't think that's too necessary. So we'll stop here, I think. Okay, this is actually getting a little bit closer than I'd like. Okay, let's go for 1 DET killer. So how about an Icicle Impale? Like, I didn't lie, like, the Boomer Paragon does have enough track length back here, but it's a lot closer than I certainly expected. It's also already round 93, so we don't have a lot of downtime between this and tier 4. Alright, last skull, guys. How much pops has this guy gotten? 700k. Very nice. Only took 14 rounds till we did it, so yeah. I like the head start we got on this guy. Not sure what I want to do now, but I guess I'll keep the Boomerang Paragon since, again, there's really not much I can spend money on. I guess I could, I forgot to mention that, like, it's probably a fine idea to still fill up the boats, or the water with boats, because you get extra money with the central market. Also, I completely forgot to buy Wall Street. When did I forget that? I think I want to go for a Ninja Paragon as well for tier 4, but since there's time, we should just get some pops on, like, our Ace of Soul at this guy too. I guess it's also not a bad idea to Ultra Boost them, so that, you know, they get even more damage, even more pops, higher degrees. I think the tribe has spoken. We'll go for the Ninja now, so we just need 150k. Again, in the meantime, we can use this time to rack up lots of damage. 1,600k. Alright, we have enough of the Ninja now, let's get it. It will, again, be a very low degree, so like, it's better just get an app, because I'm pretty sure it'll take a long time for it to pop. HP isn't moving, yeah. Degree 1 Paragons in a nutshell. But again, this map is long enough that I think we're fine. The thing is, the less damage you do, the better you are off later on in the game. Since, again, you're funneling pops into your Ace Paragon. Let's start working on the Temple. So, 50k of primary. And for support, I already have the Homeland Defense. So let me just go for it now. Tier 4. Sacrifice. We'll build back another Homeland. Also, the big plane just absolutely skyrocketed past the Sky Shredder for damage. So we should absolutely start Ultra Boosting this guy. I guess he does better group damage. And it's less reliant on positioning, since it can seek. Okay, we're pretty much almost killed Bloonarius, so we're fine on that front. Pop count check, 8 million. We're actually really close to getting that 16 million to get a max 76 plane. It'll be really close if we get that. I think I'll wait till Bloonarius dies before I blast off my temple, because right now it's eating up the range of some of my train empires, so let me deal with that after. Wait, hang on, there's bads. These bads could be scary. Let's make sure we actually kill it. Please. Thanks. 9 million damage now. We're just about done Bloonarius here, right? Yeah, 17 rounds, okay. So, yeah, we should also probably get Adora level 20, right? You need to get her before you get True Sun God, I believe. So, I mean, I guess I can wait till round 119, so I'll do that. I just realized that we weren't getting the buff from the Energizer because it was not next to Adora. So rip to that. That's okay though. I will just sacrifice for level 20. Alright, almost there. Another one? Okay, there we go, guys. There we go. Level 20. Wait, hang on. Why is there so much range on my temple also? Oh, Adora's sacrifice buff actually gives range too? Okay. Well, I guess we won't upgrade to True Sun God yet then. We have to wait for it to time out. Time out, please. Well, looks like it's still blood boosted. That's fine. We'll build the Ace Paragon first. So yeah, we have basically 13 million pops on them. So yeah, time to see what degree we get. At least 60. I'm hoping 70. What was it? 71. Very nice. You guys think a Doomship alone can take down 80 million HP? Because right now, my other two Paragons, I kind of kept around, but I think I want them to be a higher degree, like at least 20. Okay, here's what I'll do. I think the Ninja and Boomerang are useless at degree 1, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sell both of them to afford my True Sun God, and then other stuff. Yeah, goodbye to all the other farms, I guess. Okay, so let's transform. I got 900k after the True Sun God, which is great. And now Voidora is max power too. Not that she'll be doing insane damage, but I guess it'll help a little bit. And now we just buff everything around it. I'm kind of lazy to fill the entire map up with a bunch of sub-towers, so I think since I have enough money, we'll go for a Ninja Paragon that's probably degree 20 or so. So yeah, degree 14, okay, not 20, but whatever. I honestly think we have enough to deal with, like, tier 5 here, so let's just go. Now, I'm gonna do a little ace micro trick that I learned from Punji. Basically, what he did is he used reverse targeting to keep the ace on top. It's very simple micro. No need to memorize patterns. But let me wait for it to get close, like now. And then, basically, you press reverse targeting here. It's not quite over it all the time, but it's over it enough times. Enough of the time. Like, you want to wait once it's a bit out of range like that, so that you get the forward-facing darts. Now, I realize that it's kind of hard to do that while also I think you should use all abilities at the same time, so I'll try my best here. Also, make sure to micro carpet bombs. Like that. We already hit one skull, so that's looking good. Yeah, you can see how much the damage spikes up once it's on top of Bloonarius. It's pretty cracked. Sorry, was this 80 million HP or 1? Because, yeah, this seems like a piece of cake. Ace Paragon is just that strong once you get a high degree. Like, hypothetically, we could probably beat a well over 100 million HP bad or Bloonarius. Just seeing, I guess, how far this one ends up going. Right now, I don't even think it's gonna make it halfway. Like, I think this would even be enough DPS just to beat a 4-player Elite Bloonarius. For those who don't know, in co-op, for every extra player you add, the boss gains 20% HP. So you get up to 60% plus for a 4-player, which I think if you do the math is like 126 million. That's a lot of million, but I think, yeah, we would be able to take that down too, I would bet. 126, 128, same thing. Either way, yeah. We've already done 60 million. Honestly, even the little things like moving Brittle probably don't matter at this point, because remember, when I looked at the stats of the Ace Paragon, every projectile did like hundreds of damage, so +5 would do like 1% more Ace Paragon damage. And since this thing is basically doing all the work, don't think there's anything more to say other than GG easy. 72 million, this pretty much almost did the same amount of damage that it had HP. That's a big plane, alright, so there it is, GG. Even with the extra restriction of no monkey knowledge, just didn't end up turning out that bad. Just had to play a little careful in the early game, farm just well enough, and yeah. Pretty much got halfway, so hypothetically, we could probably take down 150 million HP Bloonarius. Can't wait for another week where they start adding modifiers.